Windows User Tip 16. Yesterday in Windows User Tip 15, it was mainly focused on Chrome bookmarks and passwords, transferring those from one computer to another or one user account to another. But in the process of doing that, I demonstrated creating a Google account using some other email address. In my case, I used a Yahoo email address. So the reason behind doing that is because maybe you'd like some of the free features of a Google account without having to change your email address from whatever it is that you're using now. And the point is that you can create a Google account using any email address you have. There are some nuances in doing that. Today I'm going to go on to the next phase of this, and that is utilizing Google Drive with that Google account that I set up using a Yahoo email address. Now, you could be using Google Drive with an actual Gmail address, and that's just fine, or an email address that is actually hosted by Google, which could be a business name address or some other personalized email address that you have. But this could be done with an email address hosted from anywhere. So here we go. Switching over to my computer number 3, because that's where I set up the Google account using the Yahoo email address. So here's that icon that it created on the desktop. I'll double click that. And when I get into Google Chrome, I can come up here to the profile icon and see up here it says Doug at Yahoo. Now that's just a name. That could be a first and last name or whatever you want to name this Google account. It doesn't have to look like an email address. In fact, here it wouldn't. It would more likely be your name. It would be the common way to do it. But notice right here it says not signed in. So I can come over here and click on this sign in icon, and then put in that address, that email address, and here it shows up as soon as I start typing DougBettsPilot@yahoo.com. Click Next, and then since I didn't let Google Chrome remember the password, well, I don't think Google Chrome would remember the password for Google Chrome anyway. Haven't checked that, but I'm going to type in the password. If I can type correctly and talk at the same time. Let's see, click Next. Did I do it right? Yeah, I did. So now I'm signed in. I know that because that sign in icon is no longer up here or there. Then I can come over here and I see there's a D for the Google account showing here, and up here a D for the Chrome account. So this one up here is for Chrome. This one down here is for Google. What's the difference? It's the same thing, right? Well, pretty close, but there's a nuanced difference. Chrome is the web browser, and the Google account is a Google account with all the features of Google account. So what is that? Well, we can come over here to this checkerboard icon and see what Google apps are available for me, even though I don't have a Gmail address. Well, I do otherwise, but I'm not using that here. So I'm clicking this and I get access to these items just because I have a Google account, even though it's using my Yahoo email address. So there's some nuances in doing this. All I'm going to focus on for this user tips is Drive, Google Drive, because it's a convenient way to be able to share files with other people. Over here on the left-hand side, it shows that I am currently using 0 bytes out of 15 gigabytes. So I get 15 gigabytes for free without even having a Gmail address. So let's see, what am I going to do here? Let's expand this My Drive right here. Nothing comes below it because I have nothing in there yet. How about if I click on New? I can create a new folder. I can upload a file. I can upload an entire folder. So let's look at that. I'm going to create a folder here, and I'm going to share this with somebody else that I know. And I'm going to call that Doug YouTuber. spell that right. Okay, that's somebody else, all right? Yeah, you know it's me, but the computer doesn't know it's me, and this instance of Google Chrome doesn't know it's me, and this instance of Google Drive doesn't know it's me. So here I'm creating that folder. So now I have a folder, and the intent behind this is I'm going to put files in there that I want to share with that person. So I'm going to double click on that. That gets me into this folder. Now I could drop files here by just dragging and dropping, or I could come over here to New and do a file upload. So I'll go ahead and open Windows Explorer or File Explorer, whatever you want to call it by, and come over here and I'll pick something, house cleaning list. I think I showed that on another Windows user tips. It's an old file. I'm just going to drag it over here into this section here, let go of the mouse button, and that's going to upload it. I'm going to close this log me in window because that has nothing to do with what we're doing. Upload complete. One failed. Files not found. Well, that's not happy. What did I do wrong? Oh, I took that from this recent files list, so it doesn't actually exist there, I guess. So where am I going to take something from? I'll go look at documents. Those are all shortcuts. Here's an actual document. EAA 376 Treasury Orientation. So that's a document that I created for an aviation club. I'm going to drag that file over here and let go. And then I see starting upload, and that one has completed. Here it is. Now let's suppose I want to share that to somebody. How do I do that? So I'm just going to click on this document right here, and I could choose share right here, or perhaps I want to be able to share anything that I put in this folder with this person I'm referring to as Doug YouTuber. So to do that, I'm going to go back up one level by clicking on My Drive. That'll get me back up to this level where I can see this folder along with whatever other folders I might have in my drive, or there might be files at this level too. So I'm going to right click there and click share, and then share with people and groups. I can add people and groups. This is me right here, so I'm going to put in someone else's email address, and that's going to be Doug@DougBetts.com. So that's yet another email address. Now the email address that I published for this channel is DougBetts@LiveWindowsTraining.com. That's the quickest, most assured way to get through to me. I get a lot of junk mail at this address, so don't count on it. So I'm clicking on that, and I'm saying I want to share with that person. Now when I share with that person, do I want them to be able to edit the document? If not, I can change it to make them only a viewer or a commenter. I'm going to leave it as editor, and then I could type in a message to that person as well. Check this out, and then click send. So now what happens? Well, I go over to another computer, let's suppose this one here, into my email, and I'll refresh that email, and here's that email that was sent to me. So DougBettsPilot@yahoo.com shared a, get rid of that, shared a folder. DougBettsPilot Yahoo has invited you to contribute to the following folder. Check this out. So I can click open on that, and here's the document or any other documents that are in that folder. I can add files to this folder, and then they would show up for Doug at Yahoo. I can open this document, double click on it. I can click in here somewhere. I can make changes. I can save those changes, and they go back to the person who shared this with me. Okay, so I think that'll do it for this video. I hope that was useful. Have a great day. Catch you later. Goodbye.